Hey, what's up, guys? Tuki here, back again. This is Matthews versus Laine, and in today's episode, we start off with the new and improved Team Laine. Of course, we are in Div 7. The big moments of last episode, that Div 8 title pack, and adding Wendell Clark to each team. He is going to be on the top line here with Patrik Laine and Nicklas Backstrom, but you may notice as well, we of course had the two polls for the upgrades that Patrick earned in the last episode. The first of which, Connor McDavid, not all that surprised that you guys voted to add him to the team, and it's a good fit. It activates offensive juggernaut for him, Brent Burns, and William Nylander, so it's nice to see Nylander get a bit of a boost there. We also have Zach Dalpe in the lineup, who was packed in the previous episode thanks to the Rage Quit. And then on defense, we of course have Travis Hamonic also from that pack, and he has Unstoppable Force active. So the team's looking pretty good. Synergy-wise, we still have team shot blocking going. Karl Alzner's in the lineup. We do have the one extra right-handed shot, which is why Brent Burns is on the left. We'll try to get him involved as much as we can. But aside from Brooks Laich still needing to be in the lineup to keep team shot blocking active, the team is looking pretty damn good as we head into Div 7, and it gets better. The other poll was to add Corey Crawford, which doesn't really affect the team. Our previous backup had the tape-to-tape synergy, which we haven't had in a while. Cam Ward, as the backup, of course, has team shot blocking. So Corey Crawford between the pipes as Team Laine finally gets a goaltender to match Ben Bishop on Team Matthews. Again, things are looking very good for Mr. Laine's squad. Let's see if they can earn a few more improvements in today's game. I don't know what's going on with him. He has an interesting team, but I'm not all that impressed. Wendell for McKinnon. Snipe, nope. Back for Wendell Clark. What a save from Ilya Bryzgalov. Damn. Hell of a save there. This is just weird. I don't get what this guy is doing with the team that he has. Maybe it's an intentional strategy. Evander Kane is denied. Big steal there. Laine can't beat Bryzgalov. Didn't mean to dive with Laine there, but you know what? It might work. Snipe it with Backstrom. Another save from Briz. Patrick. One-timer for Evander Kane. Top shelf. And that is an upgrade for Team Laine. Not too bad, the primary assist there. This is such a weird game. I'll definitely have to show you guys his team after this. Good poke there from Nylander. Nylander for Stastny. Too easy. Too easy on that play. Is that going to be a rage quit? I don't even know if I could consider it a rage quit. He's gone. What the hell? I mean, you see the stats, but really quickly, I want to get back to the main menu to look at his team to show you why I am just dumbfounded and flabbergasted, I suppose, hell of a word, at what just occurred. I genuinely don't know what to think right now. I'll take it. I'll consider it a rage quit. And we'll get the pack for Team Laine on top of the upgrade that we'll get from this guy's team. And again, he's going to have a decent team. He has Pontus Aberg on the top line with Movember Zetterberg and Pavel Bure. Second line, he has the All-Star Nyquist, who of course has done a wonderful job for us in Bork's Battalion. He has the 99 Datsuk and Maximilian Kammerer, who I'm pretty sure is just rapid. 96, yeah, 96 for acceleration, agility, and speed. The third line, Reto Suri, interesting, but probably kind of fast? Not really? Alright, interesting decision. The 95 Christmas Richards, the 97 Tarasenko. The fourth line, Julien Gautier's Inform Player of the Game card, which isn't too bad. Ryan Smith and the flashback Ruslan Fedotenko. What the hell? And then on defense, 86 Manson with 98 Lidstrom. Fuck! The 88 Chris Russell, the 87 Xavier Ouellet. Then the third pairing, the infamous Darren Radish with his ridiculous pace, and Nicholas Cromwell with Ilya Bryzgalov and Carter Hart. I genuinely don't know what to think after that. But again, we are going to get a reward pack here for Team Laine. We'll see if we get anything decent. From there, we'll take a look at what potential upgrade we could get. Now, we will go with the 7.5K pack, and I'm actually just going to go with the base pack because I don't necessarily want to lose team shot blocking, so it would be nice to get somebody with that synergy. I have just enough coins on this account, which is pretty nice, although coins aren't a factor and I just transfer everything over from my main account anyway. But will we get anything decent in this pack? We get Nate Prosser. We do get Bo Horvat, who might factor in the Team Laine. We also get Nathan Beaulieu, who isn't terrible, but I don't know if he has a spot on this team. So Horvat and Beaulieu, or Beaulieu, I have no idea, man. It's French. You guys know I struggle. But so Bo Horvat, and then a Canadiens defenseman. Now, does Bo Horvat have a place on this team? You could argue yes. So Horvat might get into the team, but maybe not. And then Nathan Beaulieu could potentially get into the team. What was Beaulieu's, what was his synergy type? I'm completely blanking on what his synergy type was. Don't know why I decided to handle all this live too, but I did. And it was a short first game anyway. Heavy hitter. So we could put him in, and Wendell Clark has 2 out of 3 anyway, so that would boost him up a little bit. But we did just take Cal Clutterbuck out of the lineup, as well as Ryan Hartman. So it's tough to say. It is tough to say here. We could definitely use a right wing. We could use another defenseman, particularly a left-handed defenseman. And goaltender, we're good with Corey Crawford. So let's go take a look here. Normally, I make this decision after thinking about it for a bit. But at this stage, I've already been talking for a couple of minutes, and I'm too lazy to stop. So, what really could you say I'm lazy? Because I don't want to stop talking? I don't know. It's kind of weird. So remember when I mentioned that I didn't want to pause the episode? Well, I had to. I had to do my due diligence and take a look at the market, take a look at prices, see who was actually available. And clearly in that time, this guy has gone back and changed up his lineup a little bit. But while I was genuinely considering Pavel Bure, he's apparently not on the market. Henrik Zetterberg, not on the market. Gustav Nyquist would be an amazing player. We've seen what he can do in Bork's Battalion, but he's a little bit too expensive, at least compared to what I'm willing to spend. And I know I just said I was considering getting Pavel Bure, but there's a difference. There is a difference. I've brought it down to 2 options. And no, the 98 Lidstrom isn't one of them, although I wish I could technically afford him, but it would kill my coins. It would kill my coins on my main account. But there are 2 players, 1 forward and 1 defenseman, that would be, and whatever one is chosen, will be a staple of Team Laine for the rest of this series. They are good enough that they will feature for those teams, or for Team Laine, for the rest of this series. And it comes down to what I assume will be the popular choice versus the need. I mentioned that we need a left-handed defenseman, and while he doesn't have the sexiest name, this Chris Russell card is absurd. Absolutely absurd. And the lowest one on the market right now is for 22K. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just because he's an 88, maybe his synergies aren't great. Although he does have team shot blocking, which means we could change up some other things about Team Laine as well. I will never say, guys, absolutely vote this way. I have the series set up the way I do. But Chris Russell's the perfect fit. He is the perfect fit for this team. The 94 acceleration, 95 agility, 92 speed, 92 defensive awareness, 94 stick checking. He would be on this team all the way through Division 1. If you look at a card for value for money, holy shit, I encourage you, if you can afford it, to go out and get this Chris Russell. It is an insane card, statistically. And like I said, he's a left-handed defenseman. We have that need. He also has team shot blocking. He is the perfect fit. He is the perfect fit for this team. But unfortunately for me, you can't have a poll with just one option, and I'm not going to sabotage it. I'm not going to be like, oh, Chris Russell against Pontus Aberg. No, I'm not going to fix the poll like that. The second option is somebody equally useful. Absolutely equally useful. And I'm afraid, and the good thing is, even if you pick this player over Chris Russell, it's a great thing for this team. And I'll cut right to the chase because we still have a game to play with Team Matthews. Your other option is Ryan Smith. It's an all Edmonton poll, Chris Russell versus Ryan Smith. And again, while we don't have an extreme need for him, he would feature on Team Laine for the rest of this series, unless we were to lose him because of like a punishment for losing a game or something. It's an incredible card as well, and he would be right up there on the top line with Patrik Laine. So again, it's team need in Chris Russell against the sexier name, we'll say, in Ryan Smith. Who joins Team Laine? That decision is up to you guys. Team Laine has been getting a lot of attention. It's time now to see if Team Matthews can steal some of that spotlight away. The only change to their lineup, of course, is the addition of Wendell Clark, but they didn't earn any upgrades in the last episode. But the team is still in a pretty damn good spot, I would say. Defensively, it's a bit questionable. We, of course, have Dan Girardi for team shot blocking. And then we've kept Radko Gudas and Brayden McNabb in there. They're able to, you know, get the boost along with Wendell Clark for heavy hitter. So it just kind of works out. Of course, the goaltender is Ben Bishop. The team is still in a good spot. But let's see. Can they take away some of that spotlight from Team Laine? This guy looks to have a very default team, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Oh yeah, he has a default team. He's got Johano V2 on his team. And it can be a bad thing because if we win, who are, you know, or not necessarily if we win, but if we get upgrades for Team Matthews, who exactly are we going to get? It is pretty cool, though, that Wendell Clark is playing on a line with Austin Matthews. One-timer for Lindholm. He actually kept that on side. Yeah. I really should have put the Toronto guys on the same line. Maybe I will after this game. Chara for the one-timer. Big save. It is Stalock. Toffoli for Logan Couture. He blew it. In front for Matthews. Big save there. Austin for Toffoli. Oh my god. Austin Matthews. Power play over. Matthews. Down low for Logan. Cross for Toffoli. Another save by Stalock. Let's see. Apparently we only had 2 shots. I guess a lot of those shots from Toffoli and Matthews hit the side of the net. Gaborik, backdoor for Nylander. Good poke from Gaborik. Gaborik for Nylander. Oh my god. The hands from William Nylander. Yeah, I'd say he's good enough to be on the top line with Wendell Clark and Austin Matthews. No upgrade, of course. Austin Matthews not involved in the goal. But William Nylander continues to hang around in this lineup, and for good reason. Tom Gilbert, backdoor for Rick Nash. And finally, the floodgates have opened. But again, no upgrade. We would get a pack for the Rage Quit, but Austin Matthews not involved so far. Until now, he'll just stand in Seth Helgeson's face and snipe it. It's almost not even fair. Austin Matthews the goal. That is an upgrade. And things are looking very good now for Matthews as we get the upgrade. And we just, Jesus, man, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Oh my God. I don't take much pleasure in the early stages of a series because stuff like this happens, and I'm obviously playing, you know, people below the skill level. So I don't feel too good about it. I really don't. And it makes me wish I started off with a bronze team. It really does, as very quickly we're up 4-0. We do have the upgrade for Team Matthews, and we're very, very quickly closing in on a potential rage quit pack, unless this guy has the patience of a saint, which he might. You never know. You never know. And that was a huge save by Stalock. Nylander for Rick Nash. Oh my God. Maybe I won't put Nylander on the top line because this second line right now has it rolling. 2 goals for Rick Nash. Is my opponent going to hang around, though, is the question. Wendell for Austin. And that's upgrade number 2. Upgrade number 2 for Team Matthews. My opponent really stepped up his game. Really stepped up his game here in the second period. Took us nearly the entire period to get on the board, but we do. And it is a big-time goal for Team Matthews. Again, that second upgrade. But who are we going to get with my opponent having that default team? And that's what I talked about with this series, is early on there's a chance that Team Laine could run in to a really great team and as a result get a chance at a great upgrade, whereas the other team could really, you know, dominate an opponent but then get, you know, not a whole hell of a lot. So while the win's nice right now, we may just have to hope for that rage quit pack to really get something here. Otherwise, we might not end up with a whole hell of a lot.
To start to your power play night, and this is number 1. Pitching this one to Bergeron. And that one
oh, big save from Bishop and a huge chance for my opponent there.
Turns around back in his own end to try and get something better. Wants the shoulder of the corner here. Shot on.
Holy shit! Oh my God, Tom Gilbert didn't move. Whew, and then he takes a pen. Wow. Crazy moment there. My opponent almost gets on the board. That was ridiculous. One-timer from Marian Gaborik. That's the hat trick of upgrades for Team Matthews. The hat trick. 2 goals and an assist for Austin Matthews. Now, previously I had done it where that means we also get a pack out of it, so I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. We'll see. He deserved a goal there. He did, and I just took a pen with Tyler Toffoli. We'll decide what we want to do for the hat trick of rewards.
The Maple Leafs with possession in center ice. Great job slipping on by.
Austin Matthews gets tripped and gets a penalty shot. This could be upgrade number 4. Let's do this. Austin Matthews gets the goal. Upgrade number 4 for Austin Matthews. I mentioned about stealing the spotlight back. I feel like he has done that, needless to say. And he gets it. He gets it. Shutout gone. Ben Bishop couldn't make that save. Player switching kind of really messed me up there. I'm not going to complain about it too much. Jason Zucker ruins the shutouts. Able to get the poke there. That will do it. Indeed, Team Matthews bounces back. Incredible amount of respect for my opponent. 9 out of 10 times, that would have been a rage quit. So more than enough credit to him for sticking around where most people would not. Ended up being pretty close in shots, a lot of outside shots from him to try and generate a bit of offense. But there you see it, a 4-point game for Auston Matthews. And I don't exactly know how I'm going to handle the upgrades. We'll find out. Now, as we get a look at my opponent's team, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to handle this the same way I did previously. I'm going to have one upgrade, so there'll be one poll for who we add to Team Matthews, and then I'm going to get a special pack, probably a 25K pack, as opposed to the normal 7.5K reward pack. So, I mean, as you look at the team, I feel like there are, you know, a couple of decent options. On defense, there's really only one option that we'd want in Tyler Myers, and goaltending is not a factor. So the poll for you guys: Tyler Myers, Patrick Hornqvist, David Perron, Ryan Spooner, or Gustav Nyquist. I'll let you pick between 5 players who gets added to Team Matthews. So here we go, our last bit of business for the day, and I was tempted to maybe just open up a 15K pack, but you know what? Screw it. Let's have some fun with it. A 25K pack. We still won't get anything, but a 25K pack for Team Matthews. Remember, anybody that we pack here is exclusive to Team Matthews. We end up getting Zemgus Girgensons, which could kind of reduce the need for a Ryan Spooner. Chris Stewart might be a decent 4th liner. Mark Fane won't really help us out too much. Chorney, Tommy Wingles, Tanner Pearson might not be a bad addition. Grubauer. Overall, it's not looking too good. We do get Markstrom, who would be a solid backup goalie if we needed him. And we get P.A. Parento, who actually might find his way into the lineup. 90 speed, acceleration, and agility. Yeah, I'd say expect to see P.A. Parento in the lineup in the next game. But a couple of decent options for Team Matthews there in that pack. Guys, that will do it for this episode. A very eventful episode for both teams. We have upgrades coming to Team Matthews. We have a major addition coming to Team Laine as we continue to make our way through the divisions, as we still aim to prove who's better, at least in this series, between Matthews and Laine. Guys, I hope you did enjoy. Of course, if you did, make sure to hit that like button to help support the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already to continue following this series and others. By the way, I don't know why it shows that Auston Matthews has played 52 games, unless that counts for like what he did with other people's teams. I have no idea. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter for updates at Tukey24 and join the notification squad, because why the hell not, right? Why the hell not? Guys, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Matthews versus Laine.